Well, my friends, today is finally the day. We've got all of the netherite tools and armor that we are going to need, as well as 9 additional netherite ingots. Oh, man. Ho, ho. All right. That is a sign that maybe we should not be wasting our netherite. Before we get started, a large portion of my viewers are currently unsubscribed. So if you like what you see and you enjoy my videos, consider subscribing. It's completely free and you'll even be notified whenever I upload a video. Ah yes, the fire, the steak, the dog. Here, you can have some. There you go. And the creeper explosions. And it's been fixed, but we are good. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. Today, we're going to be doing some Minecraft 1.16 Nether Feature Strider Exploration Extravaganza, meaning we're going to be building something very interesting, very unpractical for the new update, but realistically, I mean, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be something that you guys might want to use. It's going to be inspiration. It's going to be awesome. But before we do anything, I'm trying to get feather falling on my boots, but as you can see, I am definitely not having a good time. That will have to do for now, because after all, we still need to actually enchant the elytra, which I don't believe I've got feather falling in here anywhere. I don't, but I do have mending, which is going to be good, and I believe we can also do unbreaking 3 and put it on the elytra. Not too bad. Oh wait, that's the wrong enchantment. Okay, still not bad. Wow, I actually anticipated this being much more expensive. You know what, maybe we will try and get it one more time. Okay, you're not gonna believe this. I really wish I would have recorded that. We got it, wow. So I kind of realized something though. We really need to be having mending on our netherite tools because as you could see, we're not really in a good spot. I mean, it's slowly being worn down, and once it goes, we are gonna need to make a new pair. So mending would be great. However, AFK fishing is kind of not working anymore. They've actually made it to where AFK fishing just basically doesn't work. So we need to find a new source of mending books, but we'll focus on that in the next episode. For now, I think we should focus on gathering some gear and heading to the nether. So I'm gonna create one more lodestone. We actually need to set one for our nether portal. Ever since last episode where we actually explored them as well as defeated the ender dragon, if you haven't already, make sure to watch that episode. We have not yet made one for the nether. Speaking of the nether, I've actually done quite a lot in terms of building, so I'm very excited to show you. So without further ado, let's go to the nether. Wow, talk about loud noises. That is a very noisy nether portal. Hello and welcome to my portal room, I guess. It's not complete, you know, I'm a terrible builder when it comes to finishing projects, but you know what, before we talk about that and show this off, let's place the lodestone down and get this set. So we now have that. I need to make sure I rename it though, but as you can see, if we head out the front door here, we've got a really nice looking nether base, which is slowly going to come together. Now honestly, it's a little bit more messy than I would have liked for it to come out, but it's looking pretty good if I do say so myself. You know what, I'm starting to get a little worried. Let's put on our gold pants. That feels a little bit safer. The reason I wanted to set a lodestone was because today we're actually going to go scouting, because I've got something that I really want to build all the way down here. Oh geez, avoid the lava. Right here on the lava lake. I want to build something that has everything to do with the new striders, which as you can see, we see some out there. Now, I did take away the data pack that gives me fire protection with all netherite, as per requested by you guys. So we can't really just jump in the lava, and I'm sorry to those of you who thought you could. Again, that was embarrassing and totally my bad. But as you can see, they're out there. We need to find a way to get over there. But what I want to do today is I want to build a ranch or some sort of stable for these guys. I don't really know if it's practical. I don't know if it's going to be necessary, especially considering we've got an elytra. But at the end of the day, this whole series is about exploring Minecraft 1.16. So again, the reason that we set the lodestone, oh geez, I thought I missed it there, was so that we would never miss the nether portal, because we can easily get back there. As you can see, we have safely returned, definitely have not been lost, and there is the lodestone. Man, 1.16 is really turning out to be the best update ever. All right, let's get down to business and grab ourselves a shulker box. We're gonna fill this up with all of the building materials we're going to need today. And as you can see, I've also placed the nether portal compass in the waypoints shulker box, which is easily accessible through my ender chest at all times. Honestly, this is why I'm loving this update so much. We could never really do anything like this before, but now it's entirely possible, and it is amazing. I cannot believe I just went over lava with 8 netherite ingots. I bet you guys were yelling at me in the comments. Don't mind if I do. Fire resistance potions are going to be the only way that we are ever going to be able to interact with these striders, because they are just way too far out there in the lava sea, but that is okay. Because like I said, we get the fire-resistant potions. As you can see, these are the materials we are using today. Yes, they are the same as my currently existing nether base. I love this design, so I'm going to reuse it. That being said, I hope that you find some inspiration and build something similar yourself. Oh, geez. Okay. Wow. I am a terrible pilot. Now, I suppose before we build anything, we should probably explore the striders themselves. We should experiment and do a couple of different things. Once we've done that, I do plan on actually building our structure here. The idea is that we're going to have some sort of lava lake inside of the building. I know that sounds extremely weird. That they're going to be able to chill out in, because otherwise they will literally chill out. They get really cold when they're outside of lava. So that being said, let's see if we can't just drink one of these potions and just kind of go out there. I don't really know how this is going to go, but hopefully it, goes all right. Yeah, this is already not going to be the most fun experience ever, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll get out there eventually. All right, something important to note is that they love warped fungi. So if we make one of these, they should head over this way. Or at least I thought they would. I guess not. I guess we really are going to have to go out there and swim. But that's okay. That's okay. We've got a saddle, so we can go ahead and put that on. Okay, there we go. Once we get on this guy, we are good. There we go. Out of the lava. It's a little bit, better now. Okay, so now we can actually maneuver this guy around. I'm going to bring him towards land. Wow, that takes a big chunk out of the fishing rod, though. Gonna have to be very careful and make sure we've always got some of these around whenever we're going on an adventure. That being said, that's something else to note. We need to make sure there's a decent amount of storage in this build. But now that we've got this guy, he's gonna try and walk back in. I wanna try and lead him. It does work, so we can actually do leads. But everybody knows leads are really no longer trustworthy, so we probably won't do that. But it's still good to know. Back to the lava. Wait, are we floating right now? Wait, what is happening? Is he... I think we're floating. Yeah, we are literally floating right now. Come with me, and you'll see a world of pure imagination. Or maybe, as I can show you the nether. What is happening? All right, well, while we explore that bug, we are currently out exploring the land. I want to make sure that that is a good spot to build in. And the reason I've chosen it is because there's actually another biome all the way over here that I typically have trouble getting to. And that, of course, is the Soul Sand Valley. I absolutely love polished basalt blocks, so I really want to make sure I can get tons of them. Unfortunately, this is definitely a slow ride. But the good news is we can use the warp fungi to speed him up a little bit. Or at least maybe not. Maybe the reason he's slow is because we're floating. I don't know. Hey, buddy, what's the weather like down there? Oh my gosh, why are we floating? I don't understand. This is so bizarre. Maybe this will fix him. You never know. We can't even get on the land. This is so broken right now. Okay, I guess we'll have to try that one over there. Look, I made some friends. Oh man. This is amazing. We've got the whole group. We're all a bunch of friends now. Look at this. I'm the only one flying though. I think they've realized that I'm their leader now. I guess when you see someone floating, you really have no choice. Okay, so we've got the entire family with us now. I can't really get on this block, but there we go. That is incredible and honestly so adorable. How could you ever hate on these guys? Just look at the way he's sitting on his head. That's so amazing. Okay, you guys go have fun. I've got to build something, and trust me, well, actually, I guess they won't really like it because they're kind of losing freedom, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna make this work, and it's gonna be interesting. Okay, this is just a little overwhelming. Take it one block at a time. And now, the moment of truth. The building begins. This is gonna be a very simple build, so it's pretty easy to follow along. However, it will be going at a slight angle. And if you're not comfortable with building at an angle, you can easily build the same thing just without the angles, so keep that in mind. We're only going at a slant as well because the land is turning, and as a general building tip, you always build in the pattern of the land. That way it feels a little bit more natural. So that being said, let's find a good spot to start this thing. I'm thinking we'll probably just go ahead and start it here. I'd like to be right on the edge of the land so that we can easily just walk onto it if we need to. That being said, what we're going to do is build out by a couple of blocks. Why am I not able to build. I think it's because of this guy. Excuse me, buddy. I think this is the one that was floating. There we go, and I believe we're just going to go out 3 blocks, and then we're going to do our first part where it comes out just like that. And then we're going to build in the lava. There we go, and we're basically going to replicate this 2 more times. Maybe we go ahead and put some more fire resistance potions on. There we go, that feels a little bit more safe. Looking good, looking good. Now we need to build up pillars, I believe at least 5 blocks tall, or probably 6. Let's see, we'll do that, and then I'm thinking 1 more, and this is where we will go back. And done. As you can see, I basically made a gigantic rectangle using this same pattern. But if you don't want to do this angle, like I said, just make a straight rectangle and you are all good to go. Now I need to clear this area out, but we need to be careful not to go too far below the bottom block here. This is basically going to be our ground layer, so let me go ahead and do some clearing out, which is good because we're also getting resources at the same time. Perfectly cleaned out, as all good builds should be. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say, I don't know what I'm doing for the interior. I'll probably just whip something together and show you the after product. But for now, at least the outside structure, I can at least show you what I'm doing here. Now, honestly, the roof is basically the only other part of this build. I don't really plan on filling in the walls, at least not all the way, or doing anything intricate. At the end of the day, I want this to feel very open and almost feel like something of a dockside building. That being said, to do the roof, which again is 50% of the build, essentially all you have to do is create the French mansard effect, which is one of my favorite building styles for roofs in architecture. And basically the way it works is you essentially build out 1 block from the support beam, as you can see here. I also use quartz to wrap around that, and then you're going to go inside by 1 layer and then go 2 blocks up, and I'll give you a little bit more of an example once we've got this built out just a little bit more. There we go, looking good, looking good. Go ahead and expand the quartz, and then of course you go up yet again by another layer. So you're basically just going up almost as if it were a pyramid, except you're going to start out with a very simple slope, go up very steep, and then slope it back out as you get to the top. Now ideally I'll put some slabs there, and also we're going to need some iron trapdoors to go along that. But that's basically what I'm doing for this very complicated but also incredibly easy rooftop design. Alright, let's take a moment to see exactly how things are looking, which I can honestly say I am pretty impressed. This design holds up so well when it comes to the Nether. I think it looks amazing. And the greatest part is it basically incorporates all Nether materials. The only thing that's not Nether is really the iron. Now what I'm curious about is whether or not this means that if a ghast were to shoot a fire charge at it, would it actually cause damage, considering they are Nether materials. You'll have to let me know, because as of right now, we're lucky enough to not have had any gas come our way, which, you know, it's only really a matter of time at this point. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and save some time. I'm going to try and come up with a cool interior, something that you can also use in your world, and I will report back once we've got a working Strider stable. In the meantime, I'm going to see about getting these guys an appointment to get a haircut. That might be a good idea. I mean, genuinely, like, what is Minecraft now when this is what we see? You know? And another one as well. That is just truly incredible at this point. At long last, the build is finally completed. What, do you want some steak? I thought all you cared about was gold. You know, I gotta figure out a way to keep these guys out of here, because sometimes I'll come in and there will be tons of them everywhere. But anyways, I had to go back to the overworld to grab another saddle, because unfortunately, I don't really think we're going to be able to use the first Strider that we caught. But before we talk too much about that, which that guy is right here, he's still floating. I have relogged and it did not do anything. So I think this guy's just permanently floating. But you know what? That's okay. No judgment. As you can see, this is the interior. It is very bland and very basic. Normally, I am strongly against using the same material on the floor and the walls. But in this case, it makes sense. It's just supposed to be a rickety old shack that was thrown together. And honestly, there aren't really many building blocks in the Nether that look good anyways. So I honestly think this was the best outcome. I don't really know what, he just kind of floated up there. Well, I mean, well, I guess that, yeah, I mean, we're just gonna accept defeat here. I don't really know what's going on or why they're just kind of frozen, but you know what? So be it. We got one floating in the sky. We've got two floating, just hovering, you know, above ground. And just one that just straight up does not want to move. But that's okay. That's okay. Eventually, we will have them in here. And that was the entire plan in the first place. But I did kind of realize something. Whenever you dismount them, it's a little bit difficult not to land in lava. So we're going to want to make sure we always have fire resistance potions here. But that being said, I think that's going to do it for today. My name has been System Z. You guys have been incredibly awesome. And before I get knocked back into lava by these mobs, because they are incredibly annoying, the hoglins, oh my goodness, I guess that's going to do it. And yeah, I mean, I'm really just baffled at this point. But like I said, that's going to do it for today's episode of the Minecraft Let's Play. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing and turning on notifications to be alerted whenever I next upload a video. And guys, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on today's video down in the comments below. That being said, my name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.